They had plenty of amp suits. More than I've seen around here before. One of Mercer's favorite toys. You were always quick. I'm sorry you had to face them alone.
I wasn't alone. Solek distracted them. And did you see that Na'vi?
Ikran are fierce. And very protective of their riders. An RDA Scorpion is no match for them.
Na'vi, Dreamwalker and human, fighting the Sky People alone. You are very brave.
That was amazing. The way you took out that thing. Thank you.
Wait. You have the map. You are Sarentu. The storytellers, bringers of peace. My father said your clan disappeared years ago. We thought you were dead.
The Sarentu spirit is not so easy to kill.
I had hoped to find the resistance here, but... Sarentu. I am Itua, Sahe of the Aranae.
I knew your mother. I'm sorry.
Our home suffers too. The Sky People grow bolder and the land falters under their feet. And yet, my people, our home tree, we are not warriors, but war has come. My father still needs convincing, but he knew the Sarentu. He will listen to you. He must.
I need to get them back. The others. They should know what happened here.
Of course, I'll help with your wounded. My home tree isn't far from here. Tell them I sent you. But not all see as I do, so please don't mention my part in this. May your spirit soar with the currents of the wind.
Solek, another Na'vi showed up to help. A Tua, from the Aranahe clan. She asked me to visit her home tree. Maybe more Na'vi will join us now?
Not likely. I tried before. It did not go so well. Their leader, Kanan, practically threw me out. He is not easily swayed.
He's not afraid of the RDA?
Rather, they have already caused him great sorrow. Protect these people from further suffering. That I can understand. The Arane are normally united in all things, but the war has sparked some friction. Many will close their eyes to an uneasy truth, but a Sarentu may help them see.
Is that... That looks like a Saritu.
A Saritu? Lost to that. Stranger! I've not seen your kind before. What clan are you?
They look odd. Etua invited me here to see her father.
What's that on your face?
It is the mark of the Sarentu. And yet the Sarentu we once knew did not defy Ewa with scraps from the Sky People.
It's all I know. They stole us when we were children.
They have stolen many things. You were gone a long time. And you are young. Has your spirit been molded by the Sky People? Or do you remember the ways of your clan?
Shoo! Put that away. Sharp eyes. A Sarentu's gaze. But yours is heavy. Let home tree be a refuge from your burdens. We will put some color in your cheeks. Or in your clothes at the very least. You will pick up the threads of your people here. Oh, how I miss their stories. They loved our silk harvest, the sweet smell of dye mayauntu. Katnat, let me take the Sarentu. The poor child knows nothing of our ways.
Go. We will speak more when you are settled.
I really must speak more with Etua's father about the resistance.
Later, Mayauntu. Here's our Uluk Ektan, our clan's leader. Let us clean you up a bit first. You would frighten the hide off an Angsik looking like that. Besides, I would not mention those Sky People if I were you. They are nothing but trouble, and Katnat does not like trouble. Let me show you off a bit instead.
She grieves her mother.
Will you allow me that? It has been an age since we had Sarentu around here. Your people certainly made life more interesting. One time, they told us a tale about the rare mating rituals of the giant Zakru. Apparently, it can take days. But there will be time for that later. Our great tree has many stories, lived many lives, hosted your ancestors as our guest before you. And there was not one Sarentu who could resist how our dyes dance. Come, see my weavers. Koranu, my dear, let us see your latest. Gorgeous silk, is it not? Not as sturdy as it once was, not since the Kinglor flowers closed. But still, you will not find better. Stronger than Zakru will, I promise you that. And you know how the Zezwa love to brag. Koranu is quite the weaver. She will help you out. Anything you need.
Yes, please take my mind off this. I've been working on it for hours, and it's still not quite where I want it.
You see, now is the time for beauty, for art. Speaking of which... People need a little nudge sometimes. A little intervention for their own good. Relun!
Finally decided to grace me with your presence, have you?
And with a Sarentu, no less. Exciting, is it not?
Another lost soul for you to guide over the rocky ravines of life. Betterment awaits, Sarentu.
Ah, still cross, I see.
If you are smart, you will not let this one fill your head with silk and dye. The heart of the Arane is taste.
Relun is a prickly one, but he is the very best cook. He knows it too. And here, my dear friend, Kitangi.
Nafika! Taking the Sarentu under your wing already?
A necessity, I should think. Look at these clothes. Pitiful. Rough and prickly like a hermit bud. You lack the grace of your ancestors. They knew how to dress.
Rough and prickly is what I'm used to.
Well, now you will shine brightly. Rival the rainforest with our collars, my hound. Our silk will serve you well. Strengthened with Sternbeast hide, it will stop you from getting chewed up out there. Or at least, you will be hard to swallow.
Sternbeast? Can this child track?
I've done okay so far.
Okay. What do we think of okay? Do you thrive on okay, child? Or do you only survive?
Itu is on a hunt. I'm sure he will make a fine guide.
Indeed, if you can find him. There is a hunting camp near the Watcher. Itu will be there. But do not upset his hunt. He will not thank you for that.
Go on, my Auntu. A respectful hunt will show Katnat you remember the ways of the people. There is no need to rush yourself, child. Go now if you want, but stay and enjoy our beautiful silk harvest if you need a little rest. No Arana here would begrudge you that. Are you on your own?
What is it you need? Stay sharp, young one.
Sotlek, I made it to the Arana hut. You weren't wrong about them. But one of them took me in. Nafika. She thinks I can impress Katnat if I show him I can hunt properly.
They sent you on a hunt? I should have showed you how myself.
It's okay. Nafika said one of their hunters might show me how. Itu.
Be careful. You do not need to prove yourself to them. You are Sarendu, and Katnat should honor that. Come back to HQ anytime you like, all right? You are not alone, and there is much to do here.
Home tree 8. It cannot hold so many kindor in the nest.
Ewa will open their flowers again. They will nest in other places.
But when? This is too much.
Follow her into battle. Our forest.
could be Itu.
There will be trouble otherwise.
Your Ikran is beautiful.
My Zome. For her, no wind is too strong, no challenge too great. We hunt with heart, in harmony. Are you here to admire us? I would not fault you for that.
No, I'm looking for Itu.
My name has reached other clans. Even lost ones. Let me guess, Nafika sent you to me. She wants me to teach. Boring, I say. To be safe at home tree, telling the little ones of hunts, of adventure. They would not understand. What does danger mean to those who have only known safety? Zome and I tear through the skies together, our hearts pounding, our senses on fire. That rush makes us strong, fearless, the best hunters.
Nafika did say you were hunting Sternbeast. Can I join?
Is that what you are after? Are you a good hunter?
I was never taught how.
Never taught how? What have your people been doing all these years? Did you find a land without hunting? A place where creatures lay down to die willingly? See there. Young hunters practice on targets first. Practice, or it will be the Sternbeast hunting you. You can hit a static target at least. Come. Ah! Stop! Do not get too close. Not bad. At least your thanks will have meaning.
My thanks?
Are you serious? What have your people been doing? What kind of life have you lived?
It's a long story.
If I wanted to hear a long story, I would be at home. Each time you hunt, you must take a life. And so you must thank your sister or brother for their gifts as they return to the Great Mother. I see you. Your spirit goes to Awa and your body stays to become part of the people. Thank you for these gifts. This way you let her ascend to the ancestors. Remember that, and do not waste the gifts you receive.
The gifts. Right.
The hide, the meat. You know what to do with them? Nefika will show you. Go on. You do not need me to hold your hand.
knows the war is madness.
The tiny sky people, they will wear our spears like feathers.
She is naive. She grieves her mother.
I hear the viper wolves. Is right. Sky people are done.
Now is the time for rest.
Did you hear what Etua said?
Etua is a champion. We should all follow her into battle.
That Etua fancies herself a warrior.
Another extraction site. I see towers and silos.
Sounds like a gas mine. 3 guesses what's in those silos.
Getting hungry.
If I'm reading these plans right, you'll need to disable the towers and the gas storage facility.
Oh, I should eat. see you. Your spirit goes to Awa, and your body stays to become part of the people. Thank you for these gifts.
By a tour's disobedience.
I could start again. I will lose a day, but
Can you
it
save
will
me
be
from
worth it.
something of a headache?
Here we go.
I'm worried about her.
Yes, here I go. Come to look down your nose at me, have you?
Now. You know how I love your food. But I stand by what I said before. It is not exactly art, is it?
I swear to you, one bite of yovo grilled in sari seeds, and you would be begging me for the recipe.
I have some meat from my hunt. Nafika said you...
You sent this forlorn miscreant to bother me? Everything is a joke, as usual.
She said you're the best cook.
Ah! The child knows how to charm.
And honesty from you, Nafika. I suppose that is typical of her tactics. She thinks flattery will get her everywhere.
Come. Leave the grump for later. Now we turn to more serious arts.
Is there something wrong with your home tree? Etua said it suffers.
I try so hard.
The King Lord. Are uneasy. We have provided for them since their flowers closed, but their numbers are too many. Katnad would prefer Etua to focus all her energies on them.
Berries, right?
But I think that child does her best. Now pay attention. Katnad should see you still have some Na'vi skill, and I should like to see it myself.
Etua is an idealist. Nothing wrong with that.
I hope Father stays longer this time.
Everyone says they can cook, but no one does it like me.
Good. Now show Katnad how you have mixed your colors with our own, just as your people once did. Do not be afraid of him. His bark is worse than his bite. I will follow shortly.
Again? How did they ruin this again?
The war cannot be avoided, for hunters especially.
Can those puny sky people wreak this much havoc? I do not believe it.
Have you seen
Not this
Vo'a?
color.
Can you save me
I'm
from
worried
something
about
of
her.
a headache?
A little... Accrued cheese would go well with this.
The Sky People rot our land. They must be stopped.
Etua deserves support too. Are you really Sarentu?
This is a simple recipe. A kametire could make it.
Do you have no other clothes?
Have you seen Vu'an? I am worried about... Do you know what Vu'an is? She promised she would bring me dyeing materials, but she has been gone forever.
Can you save me from something of a head?
There is no honor in fleeing
They're
this fight.
fighting with other packs.